Keeping my house clean at times seems like an impossible task, especially with 4 young children under 12. But today I'm going to be sharing with you some habits that I do that really help me to keep my house clean. Well, most of the time anyway. If you want to find out what they are, please keep on watching. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Hi if you are new here, welcome. My name is Sandy and I am a mum of 4 children. I have 2 girls and 2 boys, so I know what it's like and I know the struggle of trying to keep your house clean. But I'm going to be sharing with you certain things that I do that I try to do that really help in keeping the house clean and organized. First of all, I just want to apologize. I have a little bit of a cold. I know it's spring and I have a cold, but I just want to apologize in advance. The first one is to make sure that everything has a home. So everything has a place where it's supposed to be. I think that really helps me out, because even if things get messy and chaotic, I like to think of it as it's organized mess. So, you know, everything has a place to go, and it's really easy that when things are a mess, you know automatically where something is supposed to go. The coats are supposed to be somewhere, the shoes, the toys, even the littlest thing as like the pens. You know, everything has a place, and it just makes your life so much easier when you know where everything's supposed to be, because when things do get messy, they're easier just to put back in the right place. So I always try to make sure that everything has a home, and if something doesn't have a home, then I really think about, do I need it? And if I don't, then I give it away to charity, or I throw it away. Or if I think, okay, if I do need it, then I find a home for it. I just think having everything in its own place where it's supposed to be makes it so much easier. The next habit is really useful if you are quite lazy, which, let's face it, sometimes as mums we do get lazy. I try to keep certain things that need to go upstairs on the bottom of the stairs, and then whenever someone goes up the stairs, which in this house we usually do because we're constantly going up and down, going to the toilet, going to bedrooms, so whenever someone goes up, they just take whatever's on the stairs and they take it up. I try not to put anything dangerous like large toys or anything like that, but you know, shoes or clothes that just come off the clothing line, or you know, any bits and bobs that have to go up, I keep it on the stairs, and then when I go up, or whenever whoever goes up, they take it. I hate having clutter in my house, so when I see something on the stairs, I take it up, because I don't like having clutter. So this is really useful for whenever you are lazy to take something upstairs, just leave it at the bottom of the stairs, and then whenever someone goes up, they just take it up and then put it back in its place. The next habit is something that I started to do when I used to work full-time. I would leave the house at 8 in the morning and I wouldn't get back to about 6 in the evening, and I just found that I didn't have time, because obviously I was at work full-time, to clean my house. This is something that I used to do when I was working, and it's still something I do today, and that is clean in the evening. And I found that it really helped me out in terms of time management. Let me know if you want to see an evening cleaning routine, but I just try to make sure that the main kind of the house is clean, like the living room, the dining room, just tidy things up. I put the toys away. I might do a quick just a quick vacuum. I make sure that the kitchen's clean and that there aren't any like dirty dishes left in the sink, because there's nothing more annoying than waking up in the morning and still finding yesterday's mess, because at the end of the day it has to get clean. So I just like cleaning in the evening, and I found that it just frees up my time as well. If I've cleaned in the evening, then when it comes to the morning, I'm not spending a lot of time cleaning in the morning. I might just do a quick dust, just frees up my morning to do other things. Another reason why I love cleaning in the evening is when you wake up to like a nice and clean home, and it sort of gives me the feeling like, you know, when you're about to go on holiday, and I don't know about you, but when we're about to go on holiday, I always do like a big clean. I make sure that the house is nice and clean and everything's just organized, because when you come back from holiday, you don't want to find a mess. Like, there isn't a better feeling than coming back from holiday and just having the house nice and clean, and all you have to do is relax. So I clean in the evening, because every morning I like to have that feeling of coming down and the house just being nice and clean, and everything's just like, everything's relaxed, tranquil. The next thing I like to do is declutter regularly. Now, I really have been moving more towards a minimalistic kind of lifestyle, and only having things that I really need. I've decluttered a lot. We used to have a large selection of DVDs that we used to watch, and I found that most of the films that we watch are actually available online. So I decluttered loads of our DVDs, and I've just looked through the house, and I decluttered loads of clothes as well. So I'm really just moving towards having what you need, and I found that when you have less things, when things are kind of messy, it's less of a mess. It's still a mess, but it's less of a mess. So decluttering regularly, I just look around the house and just find, you know, do I really need this? Do I really need 500 spoons? Do I really need like 10 pans when I only use like 2 of them? So I've really just looked all around my house and just got rid of things that I find that I don't actually use, because they're just taking up space. I just found having less, there's less stress when things are messy. You know, every now and again I just look through the house and I ask myself, do I really need this? And if I don't, then I get rid of it. Another habit that I've tried to do is set days for my cleaning. Having set days kind of helps me to get into the habit of things, and habits are what then form behavior. So my mind instinctively knows, okay, oh, it's Wednesday today, so Wednesdays I will do the stairs. It's Thursday today, Thursday I will clean the kitchen. So my mind then links certain days with certain cleaning tasks that I do. That I find keeps me on top of my cleaning routine. For me, it's Monday, Wednesday and Friday are days that I vacuum the stairs. What day is it? Today is a Friday. I normally on Fridays do the kids' uniform. I just find that having set days, it helps me make it more of a habit. Another habit that I do when it comes to actually cleaning is cleaning the biggest furniture in the room. So for the bedrooms, it will be the bed. For the living room, it will be the sofa. For the dining room, it will be the dining table. So I find that cleaning the biggest furniture in the room is a great starting point, and it just kind of makes the room seem less messy or more clean. So in the morning I wake up, I always do the bed. I make sure that the children do their beds, or if they haven't, then I do the beds for them. I make sure that the sofa is kind of set. I set the cushions. I make sure that the dining table is clear. I mean, this one is kind of the biggest thing that I struggle with, just keeping the dining room table clear, because it kind of tends to be an area where we just put everything on before we move it into its place. So just find keeping the biggest furniture in the room tidy and clean, it just makes the room seem more clean. Another habit that I have is buying equipment that makes cleaning more fun. For example, I have a Dyson vacuum cleaner. This is not sponsored. I've had that for like 4 years, and I love it because it's small and compact, so you're not going to be using it for like big cleaning jobs. But you know, whenever I get like a spill, the other day the baby decided to get his milk, baby milk, and literally just opened it and dropped the whole thing on the floor. And something like that, it would be a nightmare if I didn't have like my Dyson. But because I have my Dyson, I quickly just get it and do a quick vacuum. If we get any spills, I have a steam mop, and I just quickly steam it and I quickly just mop it. I just find having equipment that is compact and and ready to use. Helps me in keeping the house clean. And whenever I finish with my Dyson cleaner, I always put it back on charge so that it's ready next time I need to use it. There's nothing worse than going to use a vacuum cleaner and there isn't any charge. Like, that's annoying. And also every time I finish with my steam mop, I always refill it. There's nothing worse again, and you want to go and use it and then you have to take time to fill it up. So I always try and make sure that the equipment I have is ready to go whenever I need it. I find that really helps me in keeping the house clean. Anything that becomes a bit of a chore, you end up not doing it. Another thing that helps me keep the house clean is having furniture that doubles up the storage. Like, for example, in the living room we have this big ottoman that sort of doubles up as a space where the kids put all their toys that they have downstairs in, and it's also somewhere where I keep like the throws that we use, and I find that it just helps in keeping everything more clean. In my house, it's not uncommon, like someone could ring you up and just say, oh, so-and-so, aunt so-and-so is round the corner and they're coming to see the kids, and they give you like 10 minutes notice. That ottoman is a lifesaver because I literally just get everything and dump it all in there, and you know, everything looks clean. Another thing that we have upstairs as well is a cube that we've got from IKEA. The kids use it to keep like any of their like everyday clothes in there, but it also doubles up as a TV cabinet. So I find having furniture that doubles up as storage really helpful, and it helps in keeping the house really clean. Something else that I've gotten into the habit of doing is keeping my cleaning products on both levels. So I have my cleaning products for upstairs, those I kept upstairs, and then my cleaning products for downstairs I kept downstairs in the kitchen. I just find it easier. Like, if I'm upstairs, I don't have to then go all the way downstairs. Let's face it, if you're upstairs and then you go downstairs, you might end up being distracted, or let's face it, you might just end up thinking, you know what, I can't even be bothered to go back upstairs. So I find having cleaning products on both levels, it helps me to keep the house clean. The next habit that I do is really useful when I am watching a program, and what I try to do is whenever they have like a commercial break, which is about 3 minutes long or something like that, what I try to do is use that time to just do like a quick speed clean whenever you have time. So for me, it's usually when I'm watching my favourite program and there's an advert break, then I go quickly to like pick up any mess, or you know, do anything that I need to do within those 3 minutes, and then I get back to enjoying my program. So it's just a habit of cleaning whenever you have like a spare few minutes, instead of spending like a huge chunk like cleaning like a half an hour or an hour. Another habit that I like to do is clean as I go. When it comes to sort of things that we use daily, like the bath, like the toilet, I try and clean it as soon as we've used it. So as soon as everyone's used the bath, I quickly take a sponge and just do a quick, like not even a minute, quick clean. Whenever I go into the bathroom to use the toilet, I give the toilet a quick wipe down. Whenever the kids finish with their breakfast or their dinner, I try to clean up those dishes. I just find cleaning as I go helps out, so that it's not so much of a chore. It's not like a large clean. It's hard being a mum. At times we feel like we are superwoman. You know, at times we do have to be superwoman, but there's nothing wrong with delegating. And I find that I like to get the kids involved. So when they play with their toys, they put their toys away. We like to make it like a fun game. We usually put a load of socks on the floor and then we play a game of can you match it. So I just find delegating makes our lives as mums so much easier, and there's nothing wrong with getting the kids, the husband, you know, involved. I just think when you share the load, it's easier to keep the house clean when everybody is pitching in. So that's my one big advice would be to get the whole family involved and, you know, give us mum a bit of a break sometimes. So those were my habits to keep at home clean. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're new and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I would love to have you as a subscriber. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.